This time on Hobby Journeys, we're going to be telling you about all the hobbying we're going to be doing in February.
Hello! Welcome to Hobby Journeys. So this time we're going to be doing something, we're going to make a bit of a reoccurring video, so we're going to try and do this monthly. We're going to be looking at the hobbying we've been doing. Because I think we've been doing lots of the videos where we review the latest products, but this channel did start out as something where we were meant to be looking at our hobby, so looking at what we've been doing. We started off by going through the Imperium magazine from Hatchet Partworks and following that until we got so wildly behind the magazine releases that we just gave up at around issue 40 out of 90. No, we never made it anywhere near that. We got to about, I think we got to 34 actually. And then we were just like, we were about 6 months behind and we just called time on doing that and did something a bit different. But, you know, the spirit of the channel used to be that we were looking at our hobbying and we've been tending to do more about what we're painting and stuff like that.
But we're just lazy.
To be honest, it's really hard work editing a video where you got different shots of the painting and different shots of this. Oh god,
it's even hard just sitting there recording it. I can't believe how you feel.
Anyway, we're here to look at our hobby. So we've got a project each on the go at the moment, both Space Marines. So Matthew, do you want to tell us about your current hobby project?
So my current project is that I'm doing the Space Wolves, as you can see on the camera there. We've got a full squad of intercessors, or is it 2 boxes?
You bought 1 box of intercessors, but we did get the upgrade sprue, so we got some upgrade bits.
Yeah.
And there's some other bits and pieces we've used. In terms of paint scheme, we went for a reasonably quick paint scheme because obviously Matthew's only 11, he's still learning these things.
And I don't have an attention span of...
No. So what we did was we're using contrast paints here. Everything is contrast paints. You know, it's that thing they always say, bases and faces. So in this case, it's about the logos we put on the arms. So we spent quite a time putting those on, didn't we? Getting them looking good. The bases we used some crackle paint to make the ice that looks like it's cracked ice. Bit of snow effect on it. I think the bases look really effective. So if you can see, we're using crackle paint. And then it's got contrast paint over to give the sort of blue icy effect, and then a bit of Valhalla and Blizzard paint on there to give it the effect. But I think these look quite effective. I do quite like them. My current project, I'm doing a Dark Angels chapter. So these guys are based upon a scheme that was in a White Dwarf in about 1994, I think it was, maybe 93, whichever one it was, probably 94, which is a bit, it had the dark green offset with a really fiery red. I'll probably put a picture of what that looks like in the old White Dwarf. But I thought, it's something that stuck with me for 30 odd years. And I thought it just looked really effective. So what I'm trying to do is sort of just get this sort of slightly fiery red. I know it's...
Also, most of them are flamers, aren't they?
Well, I have got the infernus Marines. I've got 3 of them in there. So we've got a few of them. Yeah, out of Leviathan, I did a few of them. I'm going to do a few more. Of my next miniatures are going to be some of them. But yeah, so at the moment, I've just finished 5 intercessors. I did the 3 Infernus Marines first off. It takes me quite a long time to do these. I mean, I think each miniature probably takes me 15 to 20 hours to paint because there's lots of glazing to get the highlights. It takes forever. I think basically this is the sum total of my hobby for last year. So I think in 2024, all I painted was these 8 miniatures. Yeah, I think
I even did more than that, didn't I?
You did. You managed 10. But they do. They do take time. I'm doing these videos and helping you with your miniatures. So But these. But I think they look really good. I'm really liking them. I'm going to be doing some more coming up. And we'll talk about that in a second. So moving on to the hobbying we're going to be doing in February. In future. So focus on what we're going to be going into next. So our February painting. You're going to try and get a bit of painting done this month, aren't you? So what are your next miniatures you've got lined up to be painted?
Ragnar.
So you've got Ragnar Blackmane, haven't you? So you got him for your birthday back in July, and he's been sat there waiting. You did. You got him in back in July. He'd be sat there waiting to be painted. We built him about 2 or 3 months ago, and I only got around to undercoat it. So I primed him last night. So all these ones we're going to be doing have been primed. We just haven't done any painting on them yet.
We do 2 paintings per sometimes.
So what do you think you can do with him? Because obviously he's got this big cloak. What do you reckon? I think that's prime for a bit of contrast paint.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I wanted to do. Oh, I need to get these. Let's see. So I wanted to do the furry bit of it, like a brownie.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
think
do
we'll
it
use
for
probably
that
use a
camera.
we'll probably use a snakebite leather on the cloak.
I think I want to do the hair in like a blonde.
You can do them with blonde
like it's on
hair.
there.
Yeah, well, they are. There is a sort of Viking essence to these guys, isn't there? So that would probably make sense, I think.
I want to do his chainsaw instead of the usual. Let me lift it. Instead of the usual red, I want to do the chainsaw in like a black.
I'll tell you what looks quite good on a chainsaw. Black and yellow stripes, like hazard
Yeah.
stripes. It's quite second edition. I embrace this. So that'll look quite good because it'll offset with, because obviously they've got the yellow shoulder pads. That'll
Yeah.
look quite good, won't it? Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So we've got him. What else he got?
Next is my Terminators.
We've only got 3 at the moment. So we're going to do 3 of these initially.
We've still got 2 more to build though.
Yeah, to finish off the squad, round off your squad.
So I think this is going to be the captain, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Easy captain.
We weren't imagining I was going to play with these Terminators, so we've done a mix of, we used all of the demolition weapons.
You wanted all the heavy weapons, so we're going to do your other 2, the cyclone missile launcher and the assault cannon.
For their base plates, I wanted to do it a bit different than the ice though.
Okay.
For the base plates, I wanted to do it just snow, like tons of snow, no
That's
ice,
fine.
just
That's
snow.
cool.
Like, because then if, like, it's a bit of variety, because these are mostly icy, aren't there? There's a bit of snow on there, but then we could have a bit of ice, but like I want these ones to be mainly snowy.
We could do like a little ice river going through or something like that.
Oh yeah, like
That'd
how
be cool.
you've done your lava. So here's our Bjorn not very fell-handed.
Yeah, you wanted to put a shield on rather than rather than his assault cannon.
This guy, it wasn't the assault cannon that was there. It was
not assault cannon.
Things.
Yeah, rather than you wanted to put the shield on rather than his claw, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bjorn, fun fact, Bjorn is the oldest serving, like Space Marine in the army.
Yeah, you've been doing research, haven't you, yourself, Matthew? You came and told me all about this. You were quite into Bjorn, aren't you? He's your favourite at the moment.
And the reason he's called the Fellhanded is because he lost his arm from the elbow below.
Yeah.
And there's someone shriveled up, 10,000-year-old shriveled up Bjorn in there.
Yeah, little fella in there.
Yeah, like
elderly
probably
fella.
looks like a fetus, doesn't he? A shriveled up.
Something like that.
Probably doesn't even notice. He's probably just atoms now.
Yeah.
But I know he isn't meant to have a shield, but I really like the shield we use.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Well, he could still have the claws underneath. You just can't see him. Who knows what he picks up the shield and he's going for it. But what we're going to do with him is we're going to airbrush him in sort of bolt metal. I've got some airbrush paints used for that. So he'll be painted metal. We're then going to put a coat of grey contrast paint over him, which is a bit like classy Nuln Oil. So the whole thing will be metal, and then we're going to paint the armour plates in Space Wolf colours.
When we go to Warhammer World, I was hoping we could maybe get some, like a box of dreadnoughts like you've got here, and like we share the dreadnoughts out together, so you can have maybe 2 for your Dark Angels. I mean, I could have 1 for my.
Well, they're quite expensive, the dreadnoughts.
Are they?
They're about 40 quid each. So we'll see when we get there, because half the fun is walking around Warhammer World with plans, going in with plans of what you're getting, and then just going, oh no, that thing, give me all the things. There's so many things.
But my plan is to get Krieg, because I really like the Krieg.
So for my upcoming hobby, first thing we'll be doing is a couple more Infernus Marines. So I've got this chap who was a special Marine in he came with Combat Patrol magazine, which I am getting at the moment. I'm only going to get up to issue 30, I think, because we've had Space Marines and Terminators, full Combat Patrol in the first 20 issues. They're then doing Eldar and Eldari up to issue 30. Then we're getting some Chaos Space. I might stick with the Chaos Space because it is a good selection of Chaos Space Marines. But anyway, so this guy was the Special Marine. This was a special miniature they always do with the Hatchet Partworks magazine, which is a miniature that you can't get anywhere else apart from in Combat Patrol magazine. This guy is a sergeant for the Infernus Marines. I think it's quite a snazzy little model. I've given him a Dark Angels hood, so he's got a Dark Angels hood.
I did wonder why he had that Dark Angels also done.
Yeah, except when they come with them, I got the upgrade sprue for the Dark Angels that came with that, and it is quite cool. I've got another guy also done with Hood, another infernus.
A bit boring, though. It's just a normal one, isn't it?
Just normal, but I'm going to paint those two guys up very soon. They're my next. And then after that, a bit of a treat for myself. I've got some Dreadnaughts. We've got the 3 different flavours of Redemptor Dreadnought, or I don't even know if... I'm not sure if they're all variants of Redemptor Dreadnought, or if this guy is a Redemptor Dreadnought, these are just their own thing. But we've got a Ballista Dreadnought and a Brutalis Dreadnought. So the Brutalis Dreadnought, you might note... So I just thought what I'd do is put him in a pose where he's got a sort of come at me, bro,
like
sort of look. Well, I'll tell you what he looks like. He's that anteater out the meme with his hands out, going, whoa, 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 guys. It's up on screen now, probably.
Stop
it's
trying
not
to
old.
be down with the kids.
It's fairly new as the
what
anteater.
What are you on about?
There's a meme of an anteater with his arms out going, whoa, whoa, guys, or something. He looks like he's got an anteater. It's an animal. He's got his hands out going, whoa, whoa, guys.
Oh, no, I know what that is.
Yeah, you know that one. Well, this guy...
Well, I've never heard of it saying, whoa, 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 guys. I know.
Well, that's sort of the quote they often put on it. But yeah, this guy does look remarkably like that anteater.
He's giving a bear hug.
He was meant to be going...
Dad, give me a bear hug.
He was meant to be going, come at me. What you got? What you got? Come on, I got claws. Come and get me. Come on, let's do it. But actually, he just looks like that anteater. So here we are.
It looks like he's giving a bear hug.
Yeah, again with going to be the lavary base.
He looks like a bear hug.
An armory base. Yeah, he's going to give someone a big hug. Maybe one of the other dreadnoughts. Oh, buddy. Oh no, I'm not meant to play. They're not toys. They're not toys, Matthew. We don't play with them. Probably.
What are they then?
Yeah, they're not.
You literally just said 5 minutes ago they're toys.
The key takeaway is they're not toys. Ballista Dreadnought, nothing special about him. Oh, I should say, I don't like the big sticking out tummies that these Redemptor Dreadnoughts have. So I've left that off. Done a bit of a conversion on the front of these guys so that they've so that it's just showing the sarcophagus, which I much prefer. I much prefer just showing their sarcophagus.
Let's just open up the sarcophagus and we just see.
Just see it. Well, just see a shriveled up little guy in there. And then the Redemptor Dreadnought again, just left off the big belly thing. I've stuck a book on the front.
They should have like a little secret in some like in the Bjorn one especially.
Yeah.
Like Bjorn here. Oh, sorry.
Careful.
Like Bjorn here.
Yeah.
I'll take him back in a sec. It'd be funny if like they had a secret for him where you could open his sarcophagus and just see.
Just a guy. Well, I mean, there's no reason you can't convert that. I mean, that's certainly a thing you could do. Anyway, there we go. So that's so I'll be doing my 2 Infernus Marines, and then I'm going to move on to these guys. Again, I'll be spraying them with completely coating them in a metal colour. Then going to be putting a contrast grey over the top to give it a sort of grimy look. And then I'll be painting the armour plates and all of the detail over the top of it. It just makes it a bit quicker to do, and you can get through quite a lot. And there we go, that's our hobby.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Go on.
What if in the future, when like we're in space and stuff, what if Warhammer like literally uses holographs to move the units on themselves? So like instead of having bases, they literally just move to the spot you choose them to go to.
What a bit like in Star Wars with like the chess table thing he's playing on. That sort of
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our ongoing hobby and what we're doing. So that's what we're planning for February. I reckon I might get through 2 Infernus Marines in February if I'm lucky. I'll probably get distracted and play some Redemptor Dreadnaughts. Although we will try and get through Bjorn, your Terminators, and on to Ragnar in February because I think that's achievable. Because we do tend to get through quite a lot, don't we?
I mean, look how small Bjorn is compared.
He's not. Yeah, he is very little, isn't he? Very little comparatively.
They'll be able to see. Look how tiny he is.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, there we go. So that was good, wasn't it? That was good. First in an ongoing series. We'll do another one from March when we get to the end of February. So there we go. So
this ongoing thing is definitely gonna last 2 months.
I'm into this. I'm going to keep this going. Unless, of course, what actually happens, we do no hobby at all.
Which sounds like something's gonna happen.
It might happen. We get no hobby done in February. We just get distracted by something else. No hobby.
That happened so many times last year.
This is meant to be motivational, Matthew.
Right,
that's the key thing.
Right, we're gonna get some painting done this week. No painting was done that week.
Well, no, this time for definite. Anyway, there we go. What we're going to say to the viewers, Matthew.
Bye, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell and do everything else, and I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, do all them things. Bye.
Bye-bye.